Hello everyone and welcome to my ReCore Dungeon Runner series. I'm your host Purple Gryphon and today we'll be looking at the House of Steel. So your first switch is a red switch. It's over here to the left next to the platform. You'll see it a little better when I get to the end. For this dungeon, there it is right behind the console. Easy to spot. You can get it just about any time, but might as well get it here to start off. For this dungeon, I recommend the spider frame because there's some spider rails that you need them for. And for fighting, I prefer the ape frame, especially using Duncan's core since you can level it up to have the highest attack. In this first room, there'll just be some flyers. Take them out easily and make sure that you try to get your combo up to 10 so you get the automatic snatch, because in the next room you're going to have your first real fight. This dungeon mixes traversal and fighting pretty well. It's not as great as the and right there was the second switch, top right. It doesn't mix the fighting and traversing as well as you will in the at the end when you go up the tower, but it does. As far as dungeons go, this one has the biggest mix that I've found so far. So you'll see you have these bots. Once you pull the first core, the other two should be relatively low on health, and you can, with a few hits, you can pull their core, or Duncan may even take them out. Here you get your first bot. He'll follow you for a while, but there's also some secrets in this room. There's a core, and there's a chest. So you go to the front of the room, and then you see this cord. You can step on there and jump up, and then you follow the path. Here you found the first chest. Open that.
This ought to be good.
This is just some E-turner and some spare parts, but it is one of the bonuses in here. And then you follow past some more and you'll get a free core. You don't have to do these in the speed run, but I'm just putting it all in one run, so you can see everything that you need to get. You can always do these on your practice runs as you're learning the board. And then over here to the right, there's a blue core in the corner, and watch the green switch, because once you hit it, the door at the end opens and it's on a timer. As soon as a little bit after the first barrier appears, you can hit the spider and you just have to run for it. If you hit the switch, you'll have to wait until it resets, because there's just not enough time if you're not on the first run. Here again you have fights, just one guy in this room. But don't leave too soon, because there's also another secret chest up here. You can jump from these rocks. Boost, grab it.
You don't mind if I do?
Again, it's just some E-turner and some pieces. A little bit of red core. And then you pull the door open. This bot will open up, the blue bot opens up your next section. So that this one's broken up into 3 main sections. Here, you charge shots to kill the fences. Of course, as you should know, you have to kill the whole fence or it keeps reshaping. And there's also a surprise bot over here, but you can get your combo easily. And you can shoot these scanner bots. So after you finish that, you make sure you get this red switch. So by the time you go back to the platform, you should have 4 switches, and the other 2 sections will each have 2 switches. So now you bring the blue bot over to this blue terminal ring. I usually stand beside it or a little bit behind it to make sure that he goes in, and then he'll open up the next path. On this one, you don't have to worry about time too much. I think it starts with about 14.5 minutes, and you'll see I probably end with an extra 4 minutes or so So the timing in this one is not too bad as long as you don't get hung up either in one of the fights or the traversal for more than 1 or 2 tries. Here's another fight which I generally run straight to the end, through the pull. It hurts the other bots, and then you can take these out pretty easily. As you can see, I think my bot already took out 1, and then I only have the second of the 3 to take out. You should have a free pull, because in that other room with the with all those bots, that chain, you can easily get a combo. Again, here the timing is a little tricky, has to go really quick. As you see, you can use a little hang time if you find yourself going a little too fast, but you don't have to worry about the door closing in that room. Here again, pick those off, get another combo set, and then the yellow switch. This room, it's a pretty big fight, so make sure you have you're ready with your bots. And there is over there is a core, but from that door you should I'll show you the jump that I use, which is a little tricky, but you can go back to that door like in the first room and grab the get up on the rails. It'll be a little easier to get the core and the chest in this room. Here I just take these guys out manually because there's going to be a bigger fight. Hold the core. See, Duncan is destroying the other bots. He's just a beast when it comes to fighting. This is not my best fight, but you know, I make it. I'm not really impressing with my skills. But with Duncan, I don't have to worry. He just beats them up. Of course, switching bots, you can use that to break up their attacks. That's one thing that I should use even more than I do, but as you can see, switch bots gets automatic hits, and it stops any charges or special attacks from the other bots. Alright, so this is the next key here, and that's the exit right on the left, and then there's a blue key switch right there. I got it earlier by just pointing it out, and then if you come straight across, you'll see a little glow. That's the yellow key. Now that jump is a bit tricky, but you could do it, or you could do it the easier way. Right here at the door, jump on the pipe, and then you can get to that chest, get the E-turner and the pieces, and you could do the boost, jump, jump, boost to get up to the yellow key platform. I mean, you could stick around and clear out the crates, but they don't really give you enough E-turner or cores to really matter, especially if you're doing these challenge rooms. You've probably got everything you need at this point. Let's run back, put in the yellow power bot, and this opens the last set of rooms and the boss. So now you should have 6 switches and the yellow key. As you can see, I have a full 6 minutes left, and it's just a few small rooms and the boss. The boss battle can take you a little while if you're not good at pulling cores, but here in the first room is the yellow key. Next room is a few red bots, a few simple red flying bots. I don't think there's enough to get a combo in this room. And then the final room is the boss fight, which has the last key, the blue key switch. I keep calling these keys. Blue switch. Get it before you go in, just to make sure you don't have to worry about it after the fight. Now here comes the big boss, Mauler 88, and he has 2 helpers. As soon as you come in, try to dash just in case, because he'll usually drop that on you. And for me, I try to work on these guys as quickly as possible, just moving around the room, switching it up, and hitting everything so I can get up to 10 as fast as I can, so that I can pull these cores. But you know, in this one I ended up killing the boss first, because you know, like I said, Duncan is just a beast, and he'll take everything out pretty quickly. So now I just have these guys to finish up. I don't know why I couldn't take out these aerial things quicker. But here we go, almost up to 10 combo, instant pull, and then the last guy. Not sure why I couldn't pull his core, but second time's a charm. And that's it. So we finished with about 4 minutes left. We'll look at the treasures. For the time, you get a chest. For the yellow key, another core. For the switches, you get another chest, and then of course a center chest. So running through with all of this, you can get 3 prismatic cores, and the bonus is the orange canine set, which is level 20. The switches chest gives you the head and hind legs. As you can see, the yellow key gave you a core, and you get the augment for doing the time, and the center gives you the forelimbs and the disco ball. Instead of running through all of this, I'll take us back to the crawler, and we'll look at the individual pieces in more detail. Alright, now looking at the orange Wildchild Canine forelimbs, you got 24 attack, 33 defense, and 36 energy. It only has a 3 RNG, and with all 4 pieces you get up to 12, but the bonus for having all 4 pieces is a 30% chance of causing status effect, so you end up with a total of 42, which isn't too bad, almost 50% chance. And for the augment, it's 25 attack, 32 defense, 36 energy. For the hind legs, you got the 24 attack, 33 defense, 36 energy. So all in all, it's not too bad of a level 20 set for the canine. And then finally the head gives you 25 attack, 32 defense, and 36 energy. Alright, now let's go take a quick look at the actual Corebot, so we can see the disco ball augment, which you picked up in the center. Of course, like all the other AOK pieces, you don't get any attack, defense, or energy bonuses, but it does have sweet set bonus. You get the 4.2 second lethal recharge rate and the 5.6 reboot time if he gets knocked down, and then finally you get a 100% lethal energy recharge rate, so it could knock it down to a 2.1 second lethal recharge with the disco ball. Thanks for watching my Dungeon Runner series. Please leave your likes, comments, and subscribe to get more. I hope you found my tips and tricks helpful for getting you through those difficult sections in those dungeons. This has been Purple Gryphon, and happy hunting.